ready.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here with another episode of The Expanse, man. The Expanse it's almost coming to a close and I'm dreading it. I don't want this show to end. I wish they had like a few more seasons, man. But we're almost six seasons deep into the show, and I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed this journey. Ups and downs, just the great character development, the writing, the filming, the special effects. Everything about this show is just a chef's kiss, man. It's just one of those things where it's just like, man, I don't think they could have done it any better. You know, we're in the final season and I'm still super hyped about what's happening and how they're writing it and how things are being portrayed, how it's being filmed, how every episode individually stands out by itself. Is just awesome on so many levels. But anyways, guys, enough glazing. If you want to see more episodes of Expanse, you know where to go. You could check it out on the Patreon, or you could wait on the episodes to be edited for YouTube. But that's up to you. Let's jump into the reaction. See you guys right after for the review. Are you gonna bring your little brother to this strange looking animal? What happened to this kid, man? Really?
What's gonna happen to the driver?
What do you think?
It was an accident.
I guess it doesn't matter. One of the soldiers was talking about a firing squad.
A firing squad? Excuse me? She's gonna try to get this thing to save her brother.
You were supposed to be in Paris. That was going to be your parents' posting after this. Back to Earth, the Institute in Paris going through all the data they gathered here. You weren't supposed to be here.
Yeah, well, I've never been to Earth.
Me neither. I grew up on Mars. Whatever you feel, it's okay.
No, it's all right to be sad.
Grief is strange. It gets harder when you've grown up, so we lie about it. Say it's the same as being sad. It's not like we mean to lie.
Lies? Like what?
Like it'll be all right. We keep you safe. I mean, we want to, we try to, but that's not how life works. Having something you love that you can't protect, it's terrifying.
Did you have a kid who died?
No. I lost a place. And it's a place that mattered to me. And I thought it would go on forever. Well, that's not true. I assumed it would. Like how you assumed Alexander would always be here. I never thought it would fall apart. And then it did. It made me very sad. And very, very angry and frightened. When I was where you are now, I needed something to make it more than just death. I needed to make it a sacrifice. Do you know what sacrifice means?
To give something up?
Yeah, but it's more than that. It's to give something up and make it sacred. When you think about it like that, it doesn't fix anything, but it makes losing them hurt less. Your brother, Mars, the dream of Mars, they still matter. We're doing something good here. It's important. And if we win, it'll make all of this worth it. Even the parts we had to give up along the way.
I don't want to give him up.
When those rings opened, we all ran out into the universe like your brother ran out into that road. No one could stop us, so instead, someone has to keep us safe, or at least try. I don't know if I still can, and if I can't, nothing matters then anyway.
Keep trying.
Thank you.
Admiral. Find your words.
Maybe one day we'll have one of our own.
Why is he here?
Is there something wrong?
My new coordination protocol returned a coherent reply pattern.
Show me.
I think I can turn it on.
Why the hell is Quasar here? So I guess Marco got him from Dawes. Oh, God. I knew she was gonna do that. That's leading to something, and I don't know what it's leading to, bruh.
Your fear, but you can't let them blind you. This is not the time. We may never know for certain who vented our tanks, but we all know who is building a future for the boat. You will hear the Inners asking us to take their side now. Don't put yourself back under their yoke. They can't defeat us. Now the Inners were offered peace if they stayed on their world. They chose to come here, and we will have peace again after they leave.
So y'all don't want water?
Belter mining charges. They were clearly
planted by Inaro. If we make the evidence public,
Sanjarani will call you the false flag. It'll take more than that to turn them against Marco.
With all due respect, we are a navy, not a police force. 15 UN Marines, 27 Martians dead.
Belt has died as well.
And 2 brand new frigates out of commission. And for what? They don't want us here. Fine. MCRN Fleet Command recommends that a joint strike set out for the ring immediately. Our stealth ships will take out Marco sentries, cripple Medina, and reassert control of the ring before the Free Navy can get any more entrenched.
Rushing headlong, prove our manhood, is exactly what Inaros wants. I will not commit my forces to that plan.
Don't go act on your own now. Prepare to go alone. Don't do it, man. Oh, did the guy die that had the cat?
I was glad to hear you were all right.
Darcy Okuda, Specialist East Asian Trade Zone. I heard her talking to Sergeant Ebron. Both competitive swimmers. They raced once in the Arabian Sea. They disagreed about who won.
But Stuart, are you recording this?
Yes.
stop right now.
You said I had full access.
You're right. I did.
Bruh.
The Joint Fleet has our flight plan. We'll be tracking us all the way into Ceres. Hopefully that means no more surprises.
That'd be nice.
Still working up that damage assessment?
That's done. Amos has the list.
What are you doing?
Going over our battle logs. The Rosie gathered a lot of data on the pillar. High-resolution drive signatures and hull profiles. I'm compiling all of it. I'm gonna send it out fleet-wide. Someone will find that ship.
Okay, tight beam comms only.
Fuck!
Still pissed off about the pillow?
Aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Amos. There's something I need you to take a look at.
Okay, Peaches. I'm on my way. What's up?
So I did a full torpedo diagnostic like you told me to. All remaining missiles checked out fine.
And what do I need to look at?
Well, since the dud checked out fine pre-launch too, I figured there might be some wider system glitch. So I drilled down into the weapon's telemetry log, and I found this. This is way above my pay grade, and I'm not trying to judge.
I'll handle it.
I know they were gonna figure it out some way, somehow, because stuff like that don't just go under the table unless they don't look.
Crew got one repair skip operational. Headed for you now. Fully loaded. I'll fix you up faster.
The least they could do after the way they distinguished themselves in battle, wouldn't you say?
So yeah, boss mine.
After salvage operations are complete, take the 2 senior-most officers of the Lauba and space them.
Understood. Granicus out.
I think it's counterproductive.
If the captain of the Granicus calls and tries to get you to change my mind, have him put outside as well.
Well, that's what you signed up for.
Oh yeah.
Where the fuck have you been? Lucky the repair skip is not here yet. Sorry, I did not mean to offend. I thought you were...
I'm the new repair technician, so the assign.
Oh, okay. Where would you like to start?
Don't know. Haven't done a whole repair before. You're in charge. Tell me what to do.
Okay, you know how to operate a maintenance skiff?
No.
I'm sure you take to it. I mean, for you, with all you've done, it will be simple.
Philip, still angry?
Why would I be?
What your father said to you wasn't right. You fought bravely. He's the commander-in-chief and we're still at war. His focus needs to be on the battle. He can't be distracted by you. You need to fix this.
Want me to apologize to him?
I know it's hard to understand when all you see is how much our people love him. But he is alone. You're the only family he has left.
Man, I don't give a shit. Let him be alone and die too.
You think you know my father? You think you know me? What do you think he would do if I shot you in the face?
I don't know. Feel really guilty about it? Then send money to my family and pretend it's remorse?
Got a job to do.
Ready to go?
She's just going along with the get along, I see.
Amos, you okay? I only ask because you're talking even less than usual. If you want, I can lock you out of fire control. The last torpedo we fired at the Pella, it wasn't a dud. See, here's my problem. I trust you to do the right thing, what you think it is. We had a chance to end Marco, and you pulled the punch. And I keep trying, but I can't see how that was the right thing.
It was a gut decision in the moment, but I made the call.
So you're gonna need to explain that to me. Because if we're not trying to win this fight, I don't know what I'm doing out here.
It was my call to make, and I don't owe you a fucking explanation.
Are you pissed at me for asking? Or because you don't have an explanation to give?
He knows. I know why he did it. Even if James don't know, I know.
Keep going.
Today, we got a problem. The plate for all.
Saying. Don't got any of those dust or hull plates to spare. Big trouble if we lose it.
You distracted me. You had to look at the news now. While we work.
My brother is a dock worker on Ceres. I haven't heard from him since the water tank explosion. I'm just worried. Won't happen again. Promise.
Your skiff, your rules, you and your brother. You're close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me and Mas.
Mas?
My son. It's just us two. One day our parents don't come back from Iraq. Mas took me in on Ceres. I was 7. I remember thinking how weird it was, because until then he was a real shit for a brother. Rob Pachenko machines, steal air scrubbers, sell black market water. Anything he could sell, he would steal. For a while, I thought he was going to sell me. Now he keep me out of trouble. One of those people, good at looking out for others, bad at looking out for himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know the type.
So why isn't he here with you? He didn't join up?
He cannot go outside.
Are you sure he built up?
He has a condition, vertigo. Anytime he is out in vacuum, he gets dizzy, vomit in his helmet, and he joke about it, but it always bothered him. If not for that, I think he would have left Ceres long ago, and I probably would have been on a prison barge. I just hope he's okay.
You know that
looks
is
a lot like you. When I gave Marco a chance to surrender, I saw Filip on the screen.
I did too.
The torpedo bearing down on him. He just looked so scared.
Why are you telling me this?
The torpedo didn't fail. I disarmed it. I haven't lost my mind. I know what that choice meant, but I couldn't kill your son.
If you let Marco escape to spare my feelings, you just made me responsible for everyone he kills from now on.
You're not responsible for my choices.
Then stop making yourself responsible for mine. Almost ruined the raid on the Azure Dragon, and you only worried about my emotional state. And now, we let the flagship of the Free Navy escape because of me? Stop treating me like I am broken.
Stop pretending like what you're feeling doesn't matter. What you went through on the Pella, I see how much it hurts you every time we kill another Belter ship.
Filip hurts more people than
It's not about Filip or what he might or might not do. It's about us. I can't be the one who kills your son. It won't matter that we were at war, that he was on the other side.
I told you, man, I know why he didn't do it.
I'm next to the reason your boy is dead.
Jim,
I can't be that to you.
Mm.
I don't have it in me.
I went to save Filip, and I failed. If we win, he may die. I know that.
Knowing it isn't enough.
I could have stayed on the Pella, martyred myself in the name of motherhood, but I chose not to. I know I tried. Please don't take that from me. It's all I have left.
What have we got here? That's a torpedo warhead.
That's the dud.
Oh, it's a nuke. That's the dud. This ain't going off.
We wouldn't be here talking about it now. Marco Inaros is blessed.
I wonder if they're gonna realize.
What are you doing?
We need to see if it's still on. Just give me a hand.
No, get away from there.
I'm stuck.
Don't move.
Get me out of here.
Don't move. What the fuck?
Is it fail safe? It must have malfunctioned.
You're an asshole.
We should take this in now. Come back and finish the small stuff later.
I don't know. I don't know, man. You ever wonder why they put like logos? Why do they put their logo on missiles? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, who's gonna read that shit? Why y'all painting logos? Like, I'll never understand that. It's just like they didn't have nothing better to do. I can understand if you have numbers on it to, you know, so you can actually keep a log of, you know, what it is, but putting the logos on it is going overboard.
All this on the floor. What Marco left about starve.
A revolution that doesn't make you rich is hardly worth having, huh?
Cut the chatter. First team with me. Grapples ready. Fire!
First interstate contact.
We're entering the station now. First team is in.
Second team is grappled with the other cluster.
Ready the ships to receive cargo.
Y'all really think they leave this stuff like with nobody there for defense?
Why keep this place pressurized?
Live soil, maybe?
Might want to keep your eyes open for prisoners in here.
I've never known Marco to take ransom.
I maybe took 1 or 2 in his name.
Ransom's a dirty business.
Don't think that's what this is, though.
Why not?
No food slots in the door.
This one's wow.
Y'all should have done a sweep and be more careful. Look at that, man. She almost died.
1 more on Marco's ledger.
4 of them, all dead.
Raiders like us.
We didn't see any ships.
I don't
So
think
they are
so.
guards.
There has
But
to
for
be guards.
inside. A ship outside would be better protection.
You need a new helmet.
They were gathering supplies, getting ready for a pickup. Tynan, do another sweep.
Is there a problem?
Scopes are clear.
Check it again. Someone is on their way.
Michio, check it again.
No ship on intercept, Captain.
You think someone is coming?
Let's not wait to meet them. All teams, take what you can, then get back to the ships. You have 1 hour.
She just saved his life.
Walker, to me! What's going on?
Joseph is pinned. We need a medic.
Walker!
What
are you doing? Don't kill him. The only thing keeping his blood in is that pressure.
You're gonna have to cut his arm off.
If I can't get this off, he will bleed out. Lift, on my word. Now!
Oh my god.
We can try again. There's no time. Hold him.
They're gonna have to cut his arm off. I mean, y'all can regrow limbs, man.
I'm so sorry.
She has to cut your... Yeah, he has to cut his arm off. Save his life. Ah, yes. The whole cutting routine. Yeah. But they can regrow limbs, right?
One shot coming across the pellet in the first place. Hit another 1,000,000 to 1, beating 3 ships, and when it's time to take the kill shot, another 1,000,000 to 1. It's a dud? What are the fucking odds?
Based on your numbers, 1 billion to 1.
I'm going to the gym.
There's no point in telling her. Don't worry about me, I'm not gonna say anything.
Amos told you what we discussed in the hall.
Didn't sound like much of a discussion. Actually, it's more like I told him.
You didn't mention that.
He was trying to protect me. He does that. Do you want to know when I realized I didn't want to kill you?
Okay.
It was on the Behemoth. You and Naomi were walking unarmed into the barrels of I don't know how many of Ashford's guns. When you said that, we were all reaching for violence. Couldn't we just try something else for once?
Here we are, still trying to kill our way to a better tomorrow. Clearly didn't make my case.
I killed a lot of people. Some of them deserved it. Most of them probably didn't. That's not the point. They all haunt me just the same. Killing someone is a terrible thing, and you can never take it back. Don't ever feel bad about not killing someone.
It's good advice. Thank you.
Salt? On whatever that is?
I like it this way.
Okay. I don't know if that's a reference or something, but I feel like it is a reference to something. Because it's like, why linger on that scene for salt?
She is fat.
Better meet a calm at a Ceres.
I was born on Ceres.
home.
This is my home. I don't hate anyone. I want air and water and freedom. A good life for my children.
This is the new video.
It's not the inners and the belt. It's the people who want more hate, the ones who just want to live. I'm so tired of the hate. Just
Tired of it too, my brother.
I can't even wash my hands. There's no water.
This makes us look weak.
It makes us all look weak. That's why it works. If you want the enemy to see you as human, you have to see them as human.
Not sure Belters will ever do that.
I'm not sure I'm talking about them.
Yeah, they have the thing that can make him grow back the limbs. I think that's what they put on his arm right there.
Charges ready.
All ships standing by. Just give the word.
Open a channel. Wideband.
Wideband?
Do not make me repeat myself. This is Kamina Drama. And this message is for the traitor, the coward, Marco Inaros. You hunted me and mine, and still we are here. Unbent, unbroken, unbowed. You are nothing.
I think she's blowing up some of it.
Granicus is underway and will rejoin us soon. Lova's SO and weapons officer will put outside.
The captain of the Granicus asked for mercy for them.
He did?
He was spaced as well.
No.
That is insubordination.
You were angry when you gave the order. I assumed you meant it rhetorically.
I didn't.
Well, then consider it a happy misunderstanding. Your anger was justified, but the punishment wasn't. It would have made you look scared and weak. Now you look merciful.
You seem to think you have the right to speak to me this way.
Somebody has to, because all the people that used to are either dead or sulking around below decks picking up trash. We lost a skirmish. It would have been better if we won, but we didn't. But if the crew thinks you've been shaken by the loss, it will shake their faith in you. You're Marco Inaros. Things like this roll off you.
Imagine you a leader and somebody gotta stroke your ego to make you feel good about make you see reason.
they'll be as powerless as the dead.
What do you expect in victory?
Sorry.
Governorship of Medina.
Control of the crossroads of empires. Is that all?
I feel like I'm owning it.
That man is... I feel like he's gonna kill her at some point. This is the end of the episode? I think it is. Or not. I'm wrong.
Any word on your brother?
No. Thanks for asking.
Mind if I join you?
Please. Weapons tech said the warhead we found still worked. We're putting it in one of our own torpedoes. Free nuke. Good for us.
Why didn't it go off?
Tech said data logs show torpedoes disarmed before impact.
You mean someone disarmed it?
Who would do that? Had to be a malfunctioning flight. We all lucky to be alive.
No. Filip believes the former.
This is Kamina Drummer, and this message is for the traitor. Stole from your own. You abandoned Ceres to the inners and left Belters to starve. Called yourself a champion and then you ran. So go and raise your bounty. Track me down and kill me if you can. Doesn't matter. I will always be the one who took back what you stole. Kamina Drummer did this to you. Live shamed. Die
empty. Don't heat him up.
At least it wasn't the inners who raided our supplies.
Whose side are you on?
I only...
Drummer is our enemy, same as the inners. And anyone else stands against us. This is war. And it won't be over until we are dead or victorious. Or else everything that we fought for, the blood that we spilled, the Baratnas we lost, all will have been for nothing. There's no turning back now.
This little boy is so confused. He's so confused, man. Or he's still trying to save face because he knows all the information that he's getting in. He knows what's going on. You know what I mean? I think it's... I don't know. I have not... Since everything has been happening, it's really hard to read Filip. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's really hard to read his character because of how he views things. It's just so hard to read his character, you know? And it's one of those things where I see what's happening, but I can't quite put my finger on what can possibly happen with his character. Because it's either he's going to die or we're going to save him somehow from this. I think the parallels between his character and Clarissa's character might play out the same way. Not as in like the end part. I think Clarissa is the one that's going to be saved, and he's the one that's not going to be saved because it's the same thing. But Filip is in too deep. You get what I'm saying? Like, he sees the cracks, but he knows that if he doesn't go along, his father has the capability to just kill him and don't give a shit. I think he realizes this. But at the same time, as I said, the reason why I'm paralleling his character with Clarissa is because Clarissa wanted to please her father so bad. Now, you know, Mal wasn't the same, right? Jules Pierre Mal, he wasn't the same as Marco. He wasn't as bad per se. It's just that the choices that he makes for advancement and all these different things, it was grandioso, but it was also selfish in a way because, you know, whenever you thought that Mal was going to come around, especially when it came on to the kids, and he still went along with the project, you know what I'm saying? At some point, there was supposed to be a cutoff point, and he never... So many chances to redeem the character, and it just never happened. He ended up in prison, rightly so. And of course, as a result of that, you know what I'm saying, and everything, Clarissa decided that James is the one that's responsible, and she went after him to kill him, right? Of course, we all know the redemption that happened for Clarissa. I think that Filip is going to be in a similar situation, but I think he's the one that's not going to be saved. I think that Filip will die, but I think he's also realizing something, and that's why I can't really pinpoint if he's going to survive the series or if he's going to die. I think he's going to die or go to prison. But it's so hard to tell. You know? It's just so hard to tell that this is happening. You know, it's so hard to tell what's going to happen with his character. But I think he's realizing what's really going on here. And he's putting up the front to bolster his father to kind of get back, you know, in his good graces, I guess. That's what I'm thinking. But it could be completely different. It could be completely something different. I could be off here. So for me, when I watch this episode and I see that, you know, Christian is realizing that, you know, what Monica is trying to do is good. And you got to look at it from all perspectives. Is like, right now that the drummer's message is going to get out. Ceres and the Belters there on Ceres, if you put both of these messages together, they're going to realize that Marco has always been selfish. He doesn't give a shit about Belters. All he cares about is the power. I've been saying this. People like that, they will gaslight the hell out of you to get their way. That's the type of person that he is. He is a narcissist. Like, when I'm talking about like pure narcissist, he's a narcissist sociopath, if that's even a diagnosis. Like, it's insane to me how bad he is. He's the second coming of Hitler, and I don't know how. It's just, how can anybody believe a word that this dude is saying is beyond me? Because he says what people needs to hear. That's the type of people he is. He's a gaslighter, right? So I knew he never cared about him. So setting the charges and setting that stuff off, you know, and them still begging inners and all this other stuff, I think these two things will change their mind. If they put this message out, the video that Monica did with the dude with the cat, and also put this message out with Drummer's message as well, let him know that he's been storing up all these supplies and stuff and letting Belters starve, and he's all about the Belters, and you know what I'm saying? I think they will start to wake up and realize that Marco is all about himself. Whatever they're planning beyond the ring is a whole different story that we don't have too much insight into as yet. But now that whatever his name, Cortazar, showed up, and I was damn near speechless because we have not seen this dude since Dawes took him in like season 2. We have not seen this dude, right? I thought he was, our guess is that he was still working on the proto-molecule thing, trying to communicate with it and whatever, and Dawes had him. Marcos took Cortazar. I don't know if they announced this and I just didn't hear it, or I don't remember hearing it, because I know that Dawes got assassinated alongside the same time when Fred got assassinated too. But the thing about it is this, right? It's like when you see somebody and you're like, man, I thought you was dead. I thought you were dead, my guy. I didn't know they had him up there working on something. So what I'm wondering is where this girl is losing her brother and all this stuff is going on. This has to have some connection with Marco. It has to. They haven't really made that connection yet, but it has to. Now that Cortazar has showed up, it has to have some connection with Marco. They're showing this at the beginning of every episode, and I know they're going to connect it at some point because there's something going on beyond the ring that Marco is overseeing, and they're reporting back to him and all these different things. And I'm paying attention to those little tidbits because I don't really know what he said. Also, the data that Naomi is working on, that James has her working on the Rossi, connects to it as well. And somehow they're gonna figure out what's really going on. Holes disappearing, reappearing, ships are going missing. All of these different things are things that I'm paying attention to. I'm keeping in the back of my mind because they're keeping you know, the stuff that is going on in the present is going on in the present, and the other stuff that are like foreshadowing that surrounding the story is going to become important in later episodes this season. And I'm trying to keep all of that stuff in mind. So this was a really good episode. I think this is probably one of the best episodes this season, if not the best episode of the season so far, with, you know, 4 episodes in. It's been incredible, man. And every time I see the difference in the emotional state of Christian. Like, if you remember correctly, she was always just this together, tough persona. Even when she's like trying to explain things like normally, emotionally, it just came off. She did it in a way where you will never think that she's weak because of what she's saying, right? So now when you see her and you know, it's like almost all of these things that is happening is almost bringing her to tears. And it's like the character has changed so much, you know, because now she actually really wants this unity. You know what I'm saying? She really wants this to happen. Belters, Martians, Earthers working together for the greater good of everybody. That's what I hope for too, right? But unfortunately, everybody is just not going to be on board. But hopefully that's the conclusion of this show. You know what I'm saying? So, in any case, I'm going to watch another episode, which you will see whenever. I'll see you guys next time. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'm out. Peace.